Shalom Akim. This is the brother Samat. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing his word across the four corners, risking your lives and freedom to do so. All right, and I'm, just coming with an impromptu, not really planned, but pretty much I just want to touch on, finding a balance. I know a couple brothers is, going through the same situation as myself. I recently started a new job lately, the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And, the demand for the job has been kind of crazy this first couple weeks, so I'm kind of like adjusting to it. So my schedule's kind of been all over the place, that my spirit's been kind of like off. So, I really haven't been, putting up videos like that the last 2 weeks, probably like one or two maybe. But, basically I just want to touch on that you got to find a balance, that sometimes things like this are going to happen, in the truth. You're going to be, some days you may be on fire, other days, your fire may be low, you know what I'm saying? But the most important thing is that your pilot never goes out, that fire never goes out completely. That's why even when you're going through different things in your day-to-day life, you kind of always want to, meditate in the spirit, like in Joshua 1:8, meditate on the books, or the words of this Bible, man. Meditate on the scriptures day in and day out, because it's going to keep your spirit kind of sharp, It's going to keep your spirit sharp, and you're constantly going to be in prophecy. So as you're moving, you're always thinking about the Lord, Even if you might not be watching videos, you might not actually be reading the scriptures, or you might not be making videos. As long as you, staying in that spirit. Let me get this. Proverbs 16:11. A just weight and balance are Yahweh's. All the weights of the bag are his work. So, a just weight and balances are the Lord. So the Lord basically deals with a balance, man. So, the scripture says, be not over righteous. And it says, be not over wicked either. So that's basically saying is you don't want to be, and that's in Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. But it says, basically, don't be over righteous. So don't be one of them brothers out here that's constantly being over righteous about every little thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, telling a brother he can't spend time with his family because his family's not in the truth. Oh, if your mother invited you over for a meal, you can't do that because she might have prayed over the food and that food's abomination. You know what I'm saying? Different things of that nature. Like, you know what I mean? Over righteous, but don't be over wicked either. Like, don't just choose your family over the Lord. Don't choose to help a sinner over helping a brother. You know what I mean? Or don't just ultimately just be in the world, making excuses for doing things, going off like willfully committing sins and making excuses for it, and you know what I mean? All things of that nature. So that's basically what it is, man. And the Lord delights in that balance. So he wants you to, you're going to have your little liberties. Some brothers have hobbies. Some people have interests, you know what I mean? Like my personal interest, I'm really into like the Japanese anime and stuff like that. So that's something I do in my downtime. The gym. That's something that could be a hobby. That's also benefiting to the body and to the spirit too. But, as far as a hobby, I might play a little video games here and there. You know what I'm saying? Different things of that nature. But you got to find a balance with the truth, with work, and with your personal life, all those different things. Let me get this. I probably should have just did this. This is Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. Yeah, so a false balance would be if you're going to work, you work 8 hours a day, right? 5 days a week. Let's say you work 9 to 5, right? You work 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. So now you work an 8-hour shift, you get about a half hour to an hour break in between. Now, some brothers might depending on what you got to do that day. Now, me personally, I'm not the type of brother that can plan things, you know, and I'm gonna get that later. But I really personally, I'm not the type of guy that can plan things. I'm literally a take it day by day type of person because when I plan things, it never goes according to plan. So I gotta go day by day and go based on how I feel in the moment of that day, you know. So if you know you got something to do later in the day and you're not really gonna have a lot of time to get into your sword or, you know, whatever the case may be, what you need to do on your lunch break, if you can, you know, read some scripture, pull up a video, you know, watch a video, make a video, you know, if you got downtime at work where you can put some scriptures together, you know, while you're just chilling at work, and then get all your scriptures together that you need so that when your lunch break hit, you got all the time to make a video, you know what I mean? Whether you get a 30-minute break, if you got a, you know, you might make a 20, 25-minute video, but at least you got all your scriptures and everything compiled on your downtime. So, you know, or you might have a video that you want to watch that's 20-something minutes, you know, on your lunch break, pop your headphones in or go somewhere, you know, private, watch the video or read a couple chapters, you know what I mean? Those are the just balance, you know what I'm saying? That's what you do. But a false balance would be you work all day, you come home, you want to chill for a couple hours, then watch a movie, play a game, then you go the whole day without reading any scripture, and then you go 2-3 days of doing the same routine when you don't really have a good balance, because in a time period, you can always get into some scriptures on a daily basis, you know? We always meditate in the scriptures day in and day out, you know? So you might have a hour out your day where you read scriptures. You come home from work, first thing you do, all right, I'm going to read X amount of chapters, watch this video on my way home. You know, you find the balance that works best for you. And, you know, for myself, I have that system. But, you know, like I said, this last week it's been kind of like crazy with getting adjusted to my schedule. So I haven't really been, you know, putting up videos, or I haven't really been having the time or the energy, you know. But, you know, at that point, you kind of just got to pray to the Lord that he put the spirit on you, you know. And, you know, he put the spirit on me. So, you know, I'm doing this video, but I'm still kind of, you know, struggling a little bit. So, but, you know, it's a balance, you know, it's things we go through. Because like a couple weeks before summer, I was on fire. I'm talking about I'm going hard on a daily basis. I'm 3-4 hours in scripture, watching videos, and really not even doing no personal stuff, you know what I mean? And then I'm putting a couple videos up a day, or a couple videos, like 5-6 videos a week, still going to camp. Like, you know, I was on fire. But, you know, it's like a roller coaster, man. Sometimes you're going to be up, sometimes you're going to be down. And that's just the way it go. Let me get this. In Matthew, I think I got it up right here. Yeah. This is Matthew 6:34. Take therefore no thought for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So the point really is take no thought for tomorrow, really. And like I was saying, personally, myself, I'm going to take it day by day type of person. I can't really plan for tomorrow because it usually never goes according to plan. So I let the things of tomorrow handle and come into fruition themselves, you know. So that's how I pretty much balance my, you know, my day-to-day life, you know, of being in this truth and, you know, still having a personal life. Still got to work, pay the bills and stuff like that nature. So, you know, pretty much that's just what it is. And, you know, you also got to understand that even though Jake still like nice things, you know, Jake wants to have fun, enjoy themselves, you know, we still in captivity. But at the end of the day, you know, we find little things to, you know, pass time. You know, we might just want just a small little ounce of enjoyment. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's not being wicked. We're not being over righteous. So you want to go out, you know, take your kids out, you know, for a day of fun or whatever. You know, y'all might have like some activities, you know, whatever the case may be. Go out with your woman. That's cool, you know, but keep a balance with it, you know. Take it day by day. So, and I'm going to get this just to make a point that you got to understand that there's principal things for life. And it's very important to understand these things. So this is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, Salakia 29 and 21. The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame. And basically my point of bringing this out is that understand that these are the chief things for life. Ultimately, these are all you really need, you know, other than you know, having the spirit, being in the truth, having this wisdom. But having life, you have water, bread, you know, make sure you stay nourished, you You know what I'm saying? Well nourished. You got your clothing to, to cover your body. In a house, to cover your shame. So you know what I mean? If you need to just, have your own little space, you could be in your own little world, Your house is your own little world. Because when you in your home, you don't got to worry about other people, looking up on you, seeing what you're doing, you know what I mean? You can just be in your own little thing. So don't get caught up in the world and, feel like you got to do this and do that and do this. Some brothers out, some brothers even in the truth might be hustling for $1, you know what I mean? Like really trying to get, trying to make something of themselves in society. When you put all this time and effort into trying to be successful in this kingdom, when you really should just be focusing on being successful in the spirit, man. Securing your election, man, making sure your election is sure. That's what you should really be putting all your time and effort into, man. You get your little job, make sure you pay the bills. You pay your bills, and you might have like a little money left over just for comfort's sake. Yeah, that's cool, but you can't be chasing riches, man. You can't be chasing success in this kingdom. That's bound to fall, man. It's already ordained. You know what I'm saying? Like Babylon, man. America is literally in line to fall, man. Their downfall is already reserved, and they're clocking in for that reservation now as we speak. So what you seeking, success for in this kingdom, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your little job that's paying you, that's making sure you have your chief things. You got your paying your bills, to keep your crib. You got clothing, you got food, water. You know what I mean? Like a little extras. You might have like a little couple dollars just for comfort's sake, but the Lord makes sure he's going to feed you. The Lord gives you your daily bread. And that's basically that. Basically the message to you brothers, man, stay strong. Find a balance that works for you in this truth, man. Don't be over righteous. Don't be over wicked. You can't be in the scriptures all day, every day, man. You'll lose your mind. You got to have a balance, man. You got your personal life. You got your spiritual life. And you have your mental life. You have your personal health, your spiritual health, and your mental health. Do all different things that work with those things, Your personal life, you got family, kids, you got a woman, whatever. Find time to get away and make sure they're good. You got your mental health, where if you got little liberties or something that relieves stress, clears your mind, do that. And then you got your spiritual health, which is making sure your spirit is on track. Studying the scriptures, getting wisdom, getting knowledge, staying in prophecy, doing the work. All right. Once again, giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for giving me the spirit to do this video. Shalom, Akim.